Ryan Garcia has allegedly tested positive for 2 banned substances in drug tests leading up to his fight with Devin Haney. What does this mean for the fight? What does this mean for Ryan Garcia's career? Stick around to hear my thoughts. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. So following Ryan Garcia's fight with Devin Haney, where he surprisingly won by upset, it has come out that he failed 2 drug tests the day before the fight and the day of the fight. Now, his sample contained confirmed 1 PED and unconfirmed a 2nd PED. This tweet here from Mike Coppinger says, Ryan Garcia tested positive for the PED Ostarine the day before and the day of his upset win over Devin Haney, per a VADA letter obtained by ESPN. Garcia has 10 days to request his B sample be tested. A sample also screened positive 19 norandrosterone, but it's unconfirmed. Now, something to clarify here. I played college baseball. I was subject to drug tests on a fairly regular basis when I was in college. And when you get drug tested, they drug test you more than once. Like, you get tested in the one session, they take more than one sample. They test the A sample and they store the B sample so that if there is any sort of nonsense, any sort of appeals that need to be made, they can go ahead and test that second sample so that they can see if, okay, did we have an error in our first test? Like, was it a false positive? Or, hey, yeah, the second one had the same substance in it as well. So confirming the first test's positive status. So obviously Ryan has time to go ahead and appeal this, request his second sample to be tested, and I'm sure that's what he'll do unless he just eats this. But this tweet here from Dan Raphael, who is an established boxing journalist, says Garcia tests positive per source with direct knowledge for Ostarine in 2 urine tests, April 19th and April 20th. The April 19th sample screened positive, but was not confirmed for that other PED. It's pending analysis. Now, if you guys are curious as to what the PEDs are that Ryan tested positive for, I have an explanation for you. So the first one that Ryan Garcia tested for was Ostarine, and that falls into the SARMs family. A brief explanation is SARMs are a group of products that are sometimes touted as workout supplements. They target androgen receptors in the body to increase muscle mass. However, these chemicals are unregulated and still being studied. They can increase the risk of serious side effects, including stroke and heart attack. Now, in my experience, not my personal experience, but in college baseball, I had some teammates and people that I knew that actually did take SARMs, and the results that they got were incredible. They went from relatively bulky guys that were, chonky guys to shredded in 6 weeks, 5 weeks. And Ryan Garcia is somebody that's already in incredible shape from his training. So for him to also be taking this, the results from a strength standpoint, this type of thing could have decided the difference in the fight. It seemed like he was hitting Devin Haney with some shots that weren't even clean, and Ryan Garcia was knocking down Devin Haney. So this could have been the difference in the fight. This could have been the thing that really put Devin Haney down. And the second performance-enhancing drug that is unconfirmed but is reportedly also, it was in Ryan Garcia's system on April 19th, was 19, give me a second on this one, 19 norandrosterone dione, long name. Now, this refers to 2 steroid isomers that were once marketed as dietary supplements and mainly used by bodybuilders. So 2 steroids in PEDs, I should say, not necessarily steroids, but 2 performance-enhancing drugs in Ryan Garcia's system the day before the fight and the day of the fight. Now, here is what Ryan Garcia has had to say about it. First off, he responded with this tweet that says, "My bad, I shouldn't have took this," with ashwagandha root, which, guys, this is like an over-the-counter supplement. That's not what makes you test positive for SARMs. I mean, I hope this is a troll job because this is like seriously misleading. Ryan Garcia definitely did not get SARMs in his system from taking ashwagandha root, all right? Now, this here is Ryan Garcia's response in a Twitter Spaces to the alleged failed drug test.
It's the weirdest shit ever. I mean,
how are they gonna come out with it like after the fact?
Supposedly they had it already. Then why didn't they release it? They release it after I win. Makes no sense.
Okay, the reason that this happened, and to the layman, to the casual fan, they go, "Oh yeah, why would they let a cheater compete if they had this sample?" It's called an in-competition drug test. This is the same thing that had John Jones's fight with DC turned into a no contest. The same thing happened with Brock Lesnar. What this is that you get tested during the week of the fight, and it takes time for these results to come back. It's not like a pregnancy test where you have a result in 20 minutes or it has a line that says cheater on it. It has to get sent off to a lab for analysis, and this takes time for processing. These labs are taking samples from all over the world for all types of different sporting events, and it's an in-competition test that you submit to as a part of being a part of the event. And then if you test positive for something, if they end up deciding and proving that you had something that was a banned substance in your system, they can come back and change a fight to a no contest. Again, this happened to John Jones. This happened to Brock Lesnar in the UFC. If I remember correctly, it was actually the start of the Mark Hunt lawsuit against the UFC, was that Mark Hunt alleged that the UFC had knowledge of Brock Lesnar having banned substances in his system going into the fight.
Yeah, no, I tested the day of the fight. Nothing. And then all of a sudden it came out.
That's weird.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Paying them.
Bro, somebody paying somebody.
That's what I was thinking. How are they gonna say? All right, it's all right. Everybody relax. It's still the greatest show in the world. You saying it's facts?
No.
Let us know.
No, this is definitely fake news.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Supposedly, yeah. If they had this information, they should have released this before the fight.
They didn't release it because they didn't have this information, like I just explained. But for Ryan Garcia talking to a bunch of people that don't understand how these drug tests work, it makes him sound innocent. It makes it seem like, oh, somebody's paying somebody. They didn't want Ryan to win. He was such a big underdog. Vegas got fucked on the betting on this, so they want to come back and get Ryan.
Fight went down. Because why would you let a cheater step into the ring? Right? All of a sudden I win.
That makes sense.
All of a sudden I win and then you release it? Seems kind of fishy to me.
See, again, he says, all of a sudden I win and then you release it. Buddy, this would have came out if you lost. This is just the way that the drug tests work. They have to be sent off for analysis.
I know in my heart of hearts I didn't cheat, so I'm going to keep trolling this shit. This shit is fucking hilarious. At the end of the day.
He says in his heart of hearts he knows he didn't cheat. Hey man, I don't really know how to take that. He's going to say what he needs to say now. He'll probably still claim that they're trying to fuck him. He'll probably still claim that somebody's trying to cheat him out of a win, even if the other sample does come back positive. And look, I hope that this was a false positive, because you don't want to see guys going into a combat sport where it can affect somebody's life and long-term health to get in there and fight somebody that is on performance-enhancing drugs. So that's my take on the matter. Ryan Garcia has tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs for his fight with Devin Haney. If the second sample comes back and he's positive there as well, I'm certain that the fight will be changed to a no contest. Devin Haney will go back to being undefeated. Ryan Garcia's career in boxing could be in question. Not really sure how they handle this type of thing in boxing. I know that they hand out lofty, big suspensions in the UFC and other mainstream sports, like MLB and NFL. People get long suspensions for failing drug tests. We'll see what happens here with Ryan Garcia. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think that this would have affected the fight? But to be honest, guys, he missed weight. He failed his drug tests. As entertaining as the buildup to this fight was, as entertaining as the fight was, we can't support a cheater, especially not in combat sports where people's health is on the line. So I really hope not. Otherwise, Ryan Garcia is a dirty, rotten cheater. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want access to extra content aside from my regular videos, click the link in the description down below to become a channel member and get access to members-only live streams and other bonus perks. Or click the join button on our channel homepage. And if you're interested in some non-MMA content from me, check out my weekly podcast, the Hissyfit podcast, and check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World. I'll have them both linked in the description down below. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.